is Talwyn. My friend here is Buzz. We
Hello.
have, if you look on our YouTube, or my YouTube channel in the links, that'll give you the link to the first 2 podcasts. And yeah, I just did this, but I forget. For those who don't know, I just started recording. Did my big spiel. I pressed recording, not streaming. Did my big spiel. And it really didn't turn out well because now I forget what I was going to say. But before we get on to professional LoL, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the patch notes that you see on your screen, and we'll talk about 5.16, which worlds will be on 5.18. So it's not the worlds patch, unfortunately, because I'm really excited to see what that is.
But yeah, it's a really big patch in competitive League of Legends. So, yeah, it's not the world's patch. We have the Juggernaut changes, mainly in the top lane, other than Mordekaiser, who's become like bottom lane marksman replacement, I guess. I guess if you pulled like a full AD team instead of bringing a Rumble, you could bring like another AD top laner like a Gnar and play Mordekaiser instead. But yeah, that's the kind of the idea. So the changes have been on Darius, Garen, Skarner, and Mordekaiser. So Darius in particular is, I feel, a lot stronger. He's a lot more useful in late game team fights. Like where before, in a late game team fight, if he came in at like the start of a fight, he would just get obliterated, he'd get focused. And he would only get like 1 ult off if he was lucky, and it probably wouldn't even full stacks. If you kill someone now where you get 5 stacks, you go into Blood Rage, and everything you auto attack gets 5 stacks. So you're doing max hemorrhage damage to all of those targets. So yeah, it just becomes like some fights just become like a pentakill farm for Darius. So yeah, I think he's gonna see a resurgence in play because of this.
You do? I'm not so sure.
He's another one of those melee like characters that will come out as a counter pick. Like you'll see, like someone who Darius is strong against will come out in the meta, and someone will just figure out that Darius is good against that person. So.
Oh, so you don't think he's gonna be in all seasons?
No. I think.
Yeah, he'll get an ish pick. I think he'll definitely get picked. See if teams know how to deal with him. But I think if you can work out how to deal with them, they're not gonna work.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like his Q now, like you charge it up and you can move while you're using it. So it's really deceptive. Like you can start walking away and then charge your Q, and like then you can just move forward, and the person gets caught off guard because the range is kind of dodgy. So
that doesn't sound good.
Well, it's good. No, it's good because like it's good for Darius because he can safely harass from a far distance.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about the Juggernauts in general? Like, there's the 4 changes. We've gone from the melee carries, as well as the tanks, and now we're trying to get, what, tanky damages.
Yeah. So they want to make tanky heroes. Like, they don't want everyone to be able to come tanky, but they want these tanky champions to do damage when they, when they can get a reward for their play. So, like, getting onto an AD carry or something, they want them to be able to kill them. Which is fine, I think.
I think the overall idea is fine, but I'm not sure it's going to work. I actually really like Mordekaiser. We'll talk about him in a little bit.
Yeah, I think the execution is off on Garen and Skarner. Skarner is really niche because, like, the Crystal Spires, if you, like, fight in them, he's, like, really broken. But if you don't fight in him, he's like worse than old Skarner. So you kind of like, I don't know. Like, I just don't see Skarner getting picked. I don't see Garen getting picked. Like, his W's a stacking effect. His E scales with like time in game, I think. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be weird. Apparently, he does like a lot of damage though, so he could still be useful. Like, I don't think you'll see LCS play, but he'll see play in high solo queue.
Who's that?
Garen.
I don't think Garen will ever see play ever.
No, I
in
don't think you'll see
professional
play. He needs he'll need another rework before he sees legitimate play. But I think that this is just like a testing ground, and like he'll be played in Masters and Low Challenger.
Are these just going to be lane bullies, do you reckon? And that never see much professional play? Or do you actually think that, like, Skarner's really weird. It's like a cross between Bard and...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like where Skarner fits. Darius, that's what Darius was a lane bully. And that Blood Rage thing really does help him to do more damage in team fights and not be as useless. So I think he's... that's why will see play. I think Mordekaiser will see play just because if you can pick something and surprise the enemy with it, then like it's going to be broken. Just because the cheese would be too strong, and Mordekaiser seems like a really strong champion. But I don't see Garen seeing play, and like Skarner doesn't do anything that Elise or Nidalee or Lee Sin or any of those good junglers don't do. So I don't see him getting priority over those players either.
Now, Mordekaiser in particular is the most interesting of these because they've tried to make him replace AD carries, essentially. Yeah,
so he splits. He doesn't split in a duo lane, XP in a duo lane anymore, so he gets like normal XP, and the duo and the support gets normal XP, like half XP. So that's really weird. His auto attack range is now the same as Tahm Kench's, 200. So it's a pretty big auto attack range, actually. Like, it's really deceiving how big it is. And his Q is like... it makes me... it's okay, so now it's changed. So it's not the AoE thing it was before. It ramps up with every hit, up to the third hit. And it scales on, his maximum damage scales on 2.7 total attack damage and 1.8 ability power. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So that's the third hit. So if you stand there and you get 3 hit by a Mordekaiser, this is why, this ability. His W, he can't use unless it's on a champion now?
I'll have a look for it.
I'm reading it.
Yep, it's only champion. But Mordekaiser gets as well, but that was already changed.
Yeah, and Mordekaiser now receives full experience from any lane minion he kills. So he kills. That's a really key word. He kills. That's a really key word.
Yeah,
if you're not getting farm, if you're not getting farm, then the passive isn't working, and you're just like an AD carry.
Yeah.
So.
I'll just answer the question. Farmer Roy, what I've seen in tweets so far is they're using him in a lane swap situation. So you actually put your AD into the top lane, so you still pick an AD, but you move me to an off lane, and then Mordekaiser is basically your top.
The reason we see this as viable is because we've seen strategies in the past where you've sent a Twitch or a Tristana or a Caitlyn into the top lane to just farm 1v1, and your support and your top laner, which is usually like a Maokai or a Jax, like something that's pretty decent in a 2v1 but not great, and you make sure they secure farm and levels. So this is where the whole idea of Mordekaiser began. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I think if you can't play Mordekaiser, you're really gonna be a strategy down, I guess. Especially with like the Corkis and the Tristanas that really scale off levels early, you're really gonna want to get them by yourself. Get support helping Mordekaiser.
Yeah, like you can play it like that, or you can literally just replace your AD carry. That is an option. Like the option has been there before in competitive play, and it hasn't really been taken. Like just after Season 2 Worlds, there was a point where AD Lulu did more damage than an AD carry.
Yeah.
And like the math checked out, and like Type A Assassins played it, and it worked.
Yeah.
This is one of the only times in the meta where this has happened, and it's gonna stick like this. so we don't know what's going to happen. He could just be used to punish low range champions like Thane and Lucian. He could be used in a lane swap when he's got a bad matchup. He can be used in that top strategy, like you said, where you send the support bottom and the marksman the farm. But yeah, is this? I don't know, man. Like
maybe you could have Maud with, say, a Z mid, and then
Yeah.
but then the Darius top. So
yeah, something like that, you know. It's just like a full, like you could go like Lee Sin, jungle, and then like a true
Yeah.
ADs, and play Mordekaiser as your AP threat, like Mordekaiser and Annie. You play like a lane like that, and you just like magic damage. So yeah, and they changed his E as well. So
I'll go back to you. I'm getting out of
yeah,
myself.
sorry.
Yeah, but they've sort of made him half
Yeah, that's
both as well. So he's sort of hybrid because he's got the E attack damage. There's the Q attack damage scaling. So I'm not sure how they're going to build him. Like you're going to go.
The reason this is so effective is because Mordekaiser's ult still steals stats. So you're like you ulti and kill an enemy AD carry, and then all of a sudden you have 180 bonus AD, and your Q does like 500 million damage.
Yeah, and I do agree because of the ult, we will want Maud on the bottom side of the map.
Yeah.
Or could I remember when I used to double lane swapping to mid, so
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't think
you
they'll
could
do
see
that.
but
It's not.
who knows? You'll definitely see a lot of stuff. Lamille, he's pretty much only viable bot. Like as a bot.
Oh
laner.
yeah. Yeah, you have to go
Your
bottom
top
lane.
liner may take him, but you really want him top or not top, mid or bottom because of his ult. If you ult the dragon now, it'll take the dragon and follow you around.
So, and his ulti, the ghost stats now halved, so 10, 25, and 50 attack damage, and dealing damage to the dragon curses it. If Mordekaiser's team slays it, the dragon's soul will be enslaved and follows him around. This removes any champion Ghost Mortar has active. While commanding the dragon force, Mordekaiser cannot cast Children of the Grave. So, the crazy thing is, with Mordekaiser bottom lane, is you take Dragon at like 25 minutes, and you're like, oh, let's just go do Baron. At that point in the game, no one can tank it. But you have like a 2.5k health Dragon, who's just going to go there, do ridiculous damage, and tank it for you. So, that's why he looks really viable. Like, if you can control objectives with him, he's just going to be unstoppable.
He'll almost be good with Skarner because of Skarner's little shrines around the objectives. So literally you just want to control the objectives with Skarner and Maud.
Yeah, that could be what. That could be the comp, man. That
And you
could
could
be the
just
comp.
strangle them out.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the Juggernaut changes.
The base health, that's not really interesting.
Yeah, they changed a lot of armor growth. They basically gave every champion in the game plus 0.5 armor growth. Just to compensate for the Juggernaut changes.
It's just the support tanks by the look of it, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's all the support tanks. So Blitzcrank, Braum, Leona, Nautilus, Tarek, Rammus, Amumu, Tahm Kench, all got 0.5 armor growth. And Alistar, Bard, and Thresh all got plus 4 health growth per level. So that's not really a big change, but it's just a nice change for supports.
Yeah, it'll be good because I've been dying on Thresh, so it'll help me.
Alright, next change is what? Sorry?
We don't have to worry about Ari, it's just a minor change. With
mining healing change. That
it doesn't matter. The headbutt goes slower, which...
That's pretty big.
That's I think it's been flashable for sure, but now it should just be...
Easier, yeah.
You should literally just be able to... There's no excuses anymore.
Alright,
that's
it. Bug fixes. Like 8 bug fixes, that's it. And all Sand Soldiers now move to the closest available position when you cast Q, prioritizing rows closest to his ear. Elisa's damage was slightly nerfed.
Much needed, but I think it was more, from what I've seen, it's the spider damage that's getting everything.
So it's not even
it's
not even a big deal. Where Elise, like if you did this to old Elise, like you would kill the champion. But because Elise is the way she is now, her spider damage is a lot more important, and the way you do the rotation is very important. As I've learnt from playing with my friends, that like if you do the proper Elise rotation, they're fucked. So the Neurotoxin nerf won't hit very hard, and it should still be a top pick. Kassadin has another 0.2 AP ratio on his ult, and extra shacks of Riftwalk add 0.1 ability power per stack. This is just a damage buff to Kassadin, and he'll probably see a bit more play now.
I really, really like it, because I play a lot of Kassadin, and you just didn't have the snowball power you've always had. But with this, like, and there was no real benefit to stacking your Riftwalk before, but now it's back, so I really like it as a player of Kassadin. So
yeah, I agree.
Should be able to. You should be able to carry on Kassadin again. You haven't been able to do it for a while.
We won't talk about KL changes. 5 AD isn't really that much. Lee Sin changes are not that great.
You just get more energy.
It's just making it easier for bad Lee Sin players to play Lee Sin. Because now you can kick a tank into 4 or 5 members and it will actually be useful. We won't see this very much in competitive play because teams don't often get into that at high levels, like at Worlds. We would see it at LCS level, but not at Worlds, I don't believe.
No.
Yeah, and it's not that big a deal. But I mean, if you do get that monstrous kick at Baron, and you do 20% max health damage, oh man, it's gross.
So the problem is that as a jungler, you used to get your spot through being a Lee Sin main. So they can all play Lee Sin, so there's always going to be some dickhead that decides he's going to play Lee Sin at Worlds. Let's just hope it's not the team I'm barracking for, and move on. LeBlanc, missile speed quicker.
Yeah, it's just a quality. It's just a
it's a half reversal.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. It's just a fix. She used to be at 1600, then they took her to 1300, and they're like, no, this is too much. So it's just putting it in the middle and seeing how it goes.
Yeah, I think it'll be alright, but assassins are always too much one way or too much the other, so...
Yeah. Lysandra, self-casting Frozen Tomb now heals Lysandra for 100, 150, 200.
Farmer, the World's patch will be 2 patches from now. It's 5.81. 1.8, sorry.
So yeah, the Frozen Tomb change isn't a big deal. It's her damage is really low. So
I think it's good because
no, I think they gutted her last nerf, and this change is okay for out players, but it's not going to be that useful. Yeah, but Lucian though. Lucian though. So his ratio now scales at level 1, 6, 11, and 16. Instead of
1, 7, and
1, 7, and 13.
Yeah.
So and now it's 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. So a new high cap, and you hit the other two a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So it's good. Makes him do more damage in late game, and I like the meme on the page. Give Lucian, take my energy. Because Lucian's teammates can now trigger his movement speed bonus.
Oh, that's good.
So you're just gonna see this guy running real fast. He's gonna be dashing and running and dashing and running, and it's gonna be annoying, but it's gonna look cool for the replays.
Nasus, nothing changed. Blah blah.
Yeah, it's just he got a little range buff that he already had when he ulted. So they just took some of the range off the ulti and then put it onto him.
They've made Nami a little bit more mobile to get her more viable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it'll go. I thought Nami wasn't that bad, but
Yeah,
this'll
she's
be
okay.
alright.
Yeah, it's a good change. Rammus, it doesn't really. His W change is 10 more damage. It's okay. It helps him early, but he's still just like not fitting in the game at all. Okay.
We'll cover it after the patch rundown.
Yeah.
Equalizer cooldown larger. It's pretty big. You probably shouldn't use it to clear a wave anymore.
Yeah. No, it's not 100 seconds. Another Tom Kench buff. He now prioritizes champions over minions, and enemy regurgitated are now stunned for 0.25 seconds. And his ult now does an on my way ping.
Didn't it all?
No, it's like the enemy warning particle spawns 1 second later.
Oh.
So 1 second after the ping.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It won't mean he's played, but it's good. Teemo, bug fix, shit. We don't talk about Teemos.
Yeah.
The mana cost on Twitch.
Not a big deal. His ambush is way too long. Like if he gets auto attack, it's like 5 seconds.
I've seen him playing him, so he must be.
Yeah, like
fairly
he's
viable.
good, but like that change doesn't make it viable. The Rat-a-tat-tat's a bit better though.
Yeah, but it's only 4 bonus attack damage.
Yeah,
last
but it's
level,
still better.
So. Yeah, true. Did the
So the
Victor
Hex-
change? Yeah.
It's just changed it so the build is now you have to rush Hex score, because otherwise you just get put in the dust. Before the Koreans were doing it like 1 upgrade Hex core, upgrade Depre,
Yeah.
and NA players were doing like Bjergsen was doing the rush the Hex core. So now it's just making it so rushing the Hex core is better. And the item is better now as you scale up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually better at level 18 than it was, but it's worse.
Yeah, you get
earlier.
12 more AD. Yeah, and at level 7 you have more ability power and your perfect hex score than you would at level
Okay.
7. So it's good. The Vel'Koz time doesn't really help at all, except the secondary shot range is nice. It's just nice. It's not good. It's just nice.
Yeah, I understand.
The Thunder Cause is the same. It's not good. It's just nice. Like the Volibear change, it's just like Rice is doing all these things. It's like you guys play these champions. Like we'll just do one little thing that won't really
Yeah.
change the champion, but it'll make you appreciate us.
Yeah,
And
well, I actually like they're willing to say, oh, this could be done better, and then they're doing it better, but
Yeah, I don't know.
the elastic slingshot, I love this.
Exact
It
same.
doesn't matter,
I love it
but
too.
I just like
yeah.
eating shit. I literally just like eating shit, so.
Yeah, and it's just gonna be fun to watch the plays. So
Like, 1800's a big distance.
he's still playable. He's still playable. He's still good.
We need a zingy.
Yeah, he's still playable, I believe. And Zed, this is a good balance change. The 1 second on his ult just like killed the champion. Like it was just like in competitive play, Zed became you use your ult at level 6 to try to kill them. After that, you don't ult. Like Incarnation played a game on Zed after the change where he didn't ult for 38 minutes in the game. Did not ult once.
Yeah, I watched the game, and there wasn't really a chance to ult because of the reactivation time. Like, if he ulted, he was dead. It didn't matter. So, I haven't seen much of these new items.
I like him.
Singed, you buy this on Singed? That doesn't sound very fun.
Dead play, man's play. You buy it on Singe. You buy it on Darius. You play it on anyone who has trouble getting to the back line, and once you get to the back line, you use the rest of your momentum as damage. So it's not a bad thing. It's like a static shift. It's also another item for Chain Vest. So if you just build a Chain Vest early, you don't feel as bad now because you're like, this item's pretty good. On Darius, I was playing it and like I was running. I had got up to 100 stacks and you get 60 bonus movement speed, and it actually feels so good. You feel like a race car. The next one is Styrax Gauge, not Styrax Gooch, as I read it the first time. It's nice. I mean, you get 25 base attack damage on the item, so most champions attack damage.
25%.
Its average is about over 35, I think. At
Okay.
18. I think. I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna guess that. And you're taking 400 to 1800 damage based on level within 5 seconds grants Primal Rage. And Primal Rage causes your champion to gain size plus 25% of your additional base attack damage and a rapidly decaying shield for 30% of your maximum health. So like a Time Kent shield. That's
Yeah.
pretty. That's
It actually
really
looks
good.
awesome. That.
It's a really good item.
Hmm.
And then Titanic Hydra is like Ravenous Hydra, but no lifesteal and a lot of health. And instead of cleave in an AoE, you cleave behind in a cone. And then when you activate the item, it's on a 20-second cooldown. It's increased damage, so
Okay.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a slow as well, so it's extra. You said on some tanky junglers, I think. But yeah, it's just it scales with your maximum bonus health, and it's an item for like Zac. Like you build this on Zac because you don't feel bad that you built damage.
Yeah, so, and then they've just, this is boringness. They've made, MR cost less. Spectre's
Yeah,
cow, they've
It's
given you
good
more
because
MR.
because double AP comps are so strong, so now they're nerfing them, which is good. It's just full.
Fucking hell.
It's the banner of command change is really big. It gives you 100% base regen, and then 15 magic resist aura, but it's also cheaper. 2 by 250 gold, which is relevant for a support because that's 2 pink boards.
Yeah,
So-
the aura drops, but the aura's dropped on them all, so.
Basically, there's not much else in this patch that's huge. And Cinderhulk was changed to 15% bonus health multiplier, but 400 base health. Randuin's Omen was changed to reduce incoming critical strike damage by 10%, and Thornmail now deals 0.25 of your bonus armor as damage to the target.
This is
That
the
was-
most important thing. Grayed out icons are less grey.
Yeah,
Big fan of that change.
yeah, the HUD change is really good, and the upcoming skins are Arcade Riven, Battle Boss, Blitzcrank, Academy Ari, Academy Darius, Academy Echo, and Academy Vladimir.
I'm just looking at the comments. What do you think about Darius's W only taking off cooldown, and it's only a second per rank? Do you think you should give it more love, or what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe do the same thing as you did last time and make it so it reduces cooldown when you hit someone with hemorrhage. I mean, hemorrhage stacks. Like that was a good mechanic, man. Like, why would you take it away?
Yeah, but whatever.
But I guess the reason that they took away that cooldown is because so they could put the 90% slow on the E.
Yeah, true, but then you've made W
They'll
useless.
probably,
So
if it's not relevant in the meta, they'll probably buff that first.
yeah.
Alright, so that was the patch. Where do we want to move on to TSM v Team
Fuck.
Liquid?
Well, yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Just wait. I've fucked this. As everyone can see from my thing, I fucked it. There we go. I'm back. So, we're moving on. No, I've got ED. We'll move on to the next one. Here we go. Team Solo Mid vs Liquid. Now,
Yep.
this game absolutely fucking depressed me.
My notes didn't say.
Just wait. Lauren, if you had been watching, yes, Nami's got a slight buff to her mobility. But before I got sick because TSM won, I did notice some things. I had a very, very close look at game one. I was interested in some notable points of the Olaf ban by Liquid. Liquid not taking Phoenix only champ, Azir. And Liquid initiating the lane swap.
Okay. So
Oh
let's just
shit!
talk-
Stop. The Mordekaiser question, poor farmer. Which AD carries do you think with the coming of Mord will indirectly get buffed? To me the main one, off the top of my head, is Kalista, because Kalista will be able to take the dragon from Mord with the Ren stacks.
Yeah, I think Caitlyn will be really strong because of the range difference.
Yeah.
I think Jinx will be strong for the same reason.
Hmm.
And I think Lucian might be okay.
In a way, I think the options indirectly buff them all because you'll get more matchups. More of the ADs will be good into different matchups, and I'm really excited to see the Kalista Mord matchup, and because they'll both really prioritise dragons. You probably want a Rumble or something really team fighting in top lane, maybe a Gnar, and you'll really want to force dragon.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to bring 5 dragon team comps and team comps with the Kalista to counter the 5 dragons.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. A lot of Lee Sin probably because of the execute and the steal potential.
Yeah, Nunu maybe?
Nunu maybe, I hope not. I fucking hate Nunu meta.
Oh, I like the Nunu W.
Nah, we're not talking about Nunu anymore. Anyway,
No, I want to talk about Nunu.
Nunu's a piece of shit.
We're not talking about Wild Turtle here, settle.
Okay. How much salt did you have with dinner?
Anyways, we'll get back to that.
Alright,
The one point I really care about.
Okay.
Liquid left Azir open and grabbed Lulu. Explain. Please explain.
Okay, let's talk about picks and bans.
Someone send Liquid a please explain letter for me.
TSM was sitting there the night before their game, and they were watching CLG versus TIP, and they were sitting there and they were watching the games, and then Santorin was like, "Wait, if Smithy can play Echo, I can play Echo." And so then Loco Doco was like, "Okay, you play Echo, I don't care." And it's just like Team Liquid left Azir so far, and then they're just like, "Oh, I forgot that Bjergsen knows how to play Azir." And so TSM just went into the style that they played during the season so much before AP Ezreal meta, which was pick the team comp that wins late game and just scale with the Azir, and that's what happened. And I just also want to mention that Team Liquid played this Juggernaut comp really terribly. At 25 minutes, they went for Baron instead of pushing towers when they already secured the late. Like, their comp should secure the late game, right? They have Juggernaut. So, yeah, it was just really bad, and the fact that Wild Turtle didn't die is a testament to...
Wild Turtle did no damage.
Yes, I know, he did 27% damage, and Bjergsen did 42%. I know. But he didn't die, so he never had pressure on him. Enough pressure on him.
He's a squid. Anyways, just a few stats in my TSM hating spree. Liquid held the lead till 32 minutes. I Will Dominate got outsmited by a blind Jinx ult. And Turtle did no damage.
Hey, that Turtle stole Baron with a blind Jinx ult.
I've also, I don't know the exact numbers, but Quas and Piglet also absolutely smashed lane. They were 20 to 30 ahead. Liquid lost this game. TSM didn't win it.
Well, the fact that Cross went 2-7 and 6 is a testament to how much he must have really won lane. Even if TSM did lose lane, if they lost the comp, they lost against TSM's fact to play as a team better than Team Liquid's. And that's just a fact, that TSM members know how to play team fights better than Team Liquid when Phoenix doesn't have Azir. And that's a trend that carries on. If you're done with the first game, I'll just make sure.
I want to whinge some more, but we'll move on.
Okay, no,
we'll move on.
Okay, alright.
I'm still angry at Wild Turtle, but we'll move on to game 2.
Well, you can trash talk him this game because he went 6-4-9. He once again, Liquid were like, oh, we're just not gonna focus Azir at all, and Bjergsen was like, I'll just play Azir, and that was it. Like,
when you can only play one champ, why don't you pick it?
Yeah, exactly. It's not the fact he can only play one champ. He can only play one champ to a world-class level, and that world-class level is Azir. And he's just against Bjergsen, who is also at a world-class mid lane level, which we can agree at.
Yeah. Bjergsen's very good.
You can't give Bjergsen Azir. Like, Bjergsen will just punish you on Azir.
Yeah,
and the bans were really weird because they banned Echo, and then they banned their own Lulu.
They banned Olaf again.
They wasted a ban on Lulu. TSM was never gonna play Lulu. Like, why would they ever play Lulu? That's just not. They don't resort to that juggernaut.
They got way too pigeonholed on Solo Mid's last best of 5, where they just ran over him with Olaf. But the Olaf ban should be enough. They got more. Make them show you it. Don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't ban out stuff you don't know exists.
Yeah, and I just don't get it, man. Like, they just didn't. They lost picks and bans so hard both games.
Okay.
And
I've got some more things.
Yeah. One thing about this, like, TSM comp again, they just played the same comp they played all through the summer split that got them wins. And it was safe, and it was methodical, and it was just the TSM game where they had to carry Wild Turtle.
Yeah. Okay. Liquid were leading up until after 36 minutes, because TSM got the gold lead and they swapped for a Liquid Dragon, because Liquid, that was their 4th dragon, so they wanted the 5th. And then they swapped back till 40 minutes, where Dyrus won TSM the game with a teleport move.
Yeah.
Which was...
He got carried for the early game, but that's fine.
Yeah, he's allowed to.
Yeah, he's allowed to.
Piglet at 10, big CS lead for Piglet again.
Yeah, game 2, they fucked up the lane swap, I think. I think I remember reading. I didn't get to watch game 2.
You didn't get to watch game 2?
No. I fell asleep through game 2, and I only caught the end bit.
Okay.
That's great.
I've got the damage. I wrote him down this game. Shit cunt, who I assume is Santorin, 18%. 23 for Dyrus. Turtle got 25%. That leaves 54% of the damage share to Bjergsen. That's
Santorin.
That's a massive percentage.
Yeah, I mean, Turtle should have stepped up there. Turtle and Dyrus
Santorin's
should be
5-1, building full AP, and he's doing no damage.
Yeah, I don't know. But it didn't matter. They still won the game in the end. So
enough of this. Now, the only game I liked. Guess what Phoenix picked?
Azir.
And guess what the result was?
They won. But let's not praise Team Liquid for their pick and ban this game, because they
only had one pick, mate. They only had to pick one.
They picked Nautilus. So they had the
Elements
counter.
play Nautilus top.
Yeah, I get that, okay. But why in this meta, why would you pick Nautilus? Like next meta, it's fine because Nautilus has so much damage because of
Mm.
the tank, the Juggernaut comes. But in this meta, when you have Azir and Vayne, like you already have a Gragas and Braum for a front line, you don't need a Nautilus. Like you're safer just to pick a Gnar or something.
Mm.
Like Gnar has a better matchup against Maokai. You're just putting Phoenix on a champion who's gonna lose lane for minimal team fight advantage. I just that's the pick that I just liked. But other than that, TSM had a really good dive on bottom lane that they it was completely like the best call in the game you could make at that point, but they just fucked it and they went 3 for 2. And then from there, they just like Team Liquid were actually making moves in like where they weren't in the other game to actually push their advantages, and they really snowballed the game and they played really well on their best champions. Piglet got Vayne, Phoenix got Azir. I Will Dominate got a solid jungler. Like they just played really well, and I wish we had seen another game of this from Liquid so we could have gone to Game 5.
Yeah, but Bjergsen once again has double the damage of anyone else on his team.
Yeah, well,
I just don't see it working at Worlds. Like, there's only one person on a team doing damage.
well, the thing is that they're taking priority away from him, and he's still doing damage. So, like, we have to, you just have to praise Bjergsen for that.
Well, he's good.
Yes, he is very good.
Fuck. Sorry, guys. Oh, sweet. What do you think about the Vayne pick? Because it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Do you reckon it was just about getting Piglet on his comfort champion?
No, it was because they got the Nautilus in the first round, Nautilus and Braum. You can use Nautilus ult and Braum ult in combination to split up the enemy team, so Vayne can single out a target so she doesn't get like destroyed. So it was just a really smart pick into a comp where it fit, and it didn't have much. There wasn't much on TSM's side to stop the Vayne.
Yeah.
They had a lot of engage, but I don't know. I didn't like the Evelyn either. I think even though Elise was banned and Echo was banned, there was probably a better pick. Like if you were a Korean, you would play Rengar.
Yeah.
If you were so there was better picks out there. They just didn't take it.
Are you done with this game?
Yeah, I'm done with this game.
Why? When our team. No. Bjergsen even carried the game's Dyrus carriage. You've got it all wrong, Farmer.
Yeah, Bjergsen still had top damage in those games.
If you put any other mid into that team, they might not make playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. Bjerg is really good. I think that I just think that he's that good because you take priority away from him and he still does most damage. So, like, it just shows how wrong TSM were playing with Bjergsen. Like, they were putting so many resources into him for no reason. Like, you take resources away and he still performs at the level that he was without those resources. It's fine.
Yeah. He's just... I'm not sure he could do the same thing in EU, but in NA he's dominating. I haven't seen him do well on the world stage. I'm hoping he does, because I think he's a really, really good player. I think it maybe just doesn't show international mids some respect. Like, well, what do you think about Forbidden, Power of Evil? They've all dumpstered on him without a reply, really.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Featherman went in. Like, there was an AMA on Reddit, there was a post on Reddit the other day, and it was like 2 years ago today, a Riven-only main called Featherman posted an AMA about getting to Challenger, and now he's the best mid laner in Europe. So I don't know. Like he's pretty good. I'm not sure he is the best mid laner. No, he's the best. He's the best. Sorry, let me rephrase. He's the best European mid laner representing at Worlds.
Nah, Worlds, Froggen.
Froggen's not going to Worlds.
Power of Evil won't go. Yeah. It's those those three are the new ex-Peke. Peke's still solid.
Yeah.
But those four are really the four you're looking at in EU. Ryu's good as well, but he's probably just
Yeah,
behind.
but he's a Korean, he's not an EU mid laner. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different.
We'll go to game 4. Game 4, I'm going to gather this is more of the same, but we'll have a look.
They picked Twitch, and I don't like that. And then TSM just played a really comfortable comp and didn't care. That's just what it looks like. TSM just showed their best of 5 endurance and outpicked Team Liquid. And yeah, that was it.
Oh, I really liked that Bjergsen didn't do anywhere near the most damage. That was really good to see.
Yeah, Darius was huge, and so was Turtle.
Yeah, Turtle's the one that was huge. Mainly, so... Well, what am I fucking doing? There we go. So, do you have much to say about this game?
No, I don't have anything. It just looks like TSM won pretty easily.
Yeah. It's really disappointing way to end the series like that, though. Like, you've just won a game and then you've just plain fed.
Yeah, so I don't know. It just must have, like, TSM must have just be better.
Does TSM's comp even make sense to you? Like, I'm looking at it and it just seems to lack damage. Like, what's Lulu meant to ult? Is it meant to ult the Echo? Is Lulu trying to ult the Echo?
Yeah, or the Jinx. Echo or Jinx. Or nah. Like, it's just whoever gets in the best position or who's ever in the most trouble.
So the ult's not about survivability, it's about the knock-up, unless it's Turtle.
Yeah.
But with Piglet should have been able to assassinate Turtle, surely. That's
yeah, I don't think he ever got the opportunity, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And then once you get like 3 or 4 kills, you don't really risk the assassination because you don't want to look like a retard on LCS stage. Is that all about this series?
Yeah, I think so, unless you've got anything to add.
No, I haven't got anything. I just need to go use the bathroom really quick though.
Okay, we'll have a quick intermission, guys, because I'll go out as well. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Yep, be right back.
Whatever.
Down a raptor and couldn't call my dinosaur off in time.
I'm back.
Okay, I'm back, guys. Buzz back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've turned your camera off, mate. There we go. Okay, now the next series that I personally want to talk about was my favourite, which is LGD Smashing Living Daylights out of EDG.
Well, you can talk mostly about this because you're the expert here.
The expert on LPL? No, I've just got imp hype, mate. If you don't have imp hype, you're not trying.
Imp hype?
Imp hype.
I've never heard of it.
Imp ain't easy, faggot.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Yeah.
Okay, so...
I just want to roll around in the grass.
In game 1, they've taken Clearlove's Rek'Sai. Clearlove, who, by the way, hadn't died in about 2 months, and EDG had looked unstoppable leading up to this. You remember that, yeah?
Yeah. They, EDG won MSI against SKT, and then they came into the summer split, finished first, and during the split had a 24-game winning spree.
And that was while swapping Coro and Pawn for Baymay, and I think it's Amazing, the top laner. I think it's another
Yeah,
Amazing.
amazing.
It could be Amazing J, or is he the
It is,
support?
no, it's just amazing. It's just amazing.
There's at least 2 Amazings in the LPL, plus the one in the EULCS, so... This game, they let Clear Love on one of his comfort champs. They took the Diana on Godv, who I think's the only good Diana player in the world, so...
Yeah.
It's good to see. Pawn on Yasuo.
I'm pretty
And they
sure
killed
Imp nearly got a
Clearlove.
pentakill this game.
Yeah, they were.
Pawn went crazy on Yasuo. Basically, everyone was like, "Oh, Pawn's gonna carry this on Yasuo."
Yeah.
And then, like a switch turned in LDG's brain, and they just won.
Yeah, for PYL's probably the best support in the world at the moment.
Like Godv and Imp carried while Acorn did nothing, pretty much, and PYL just went in and tanked all damage.
Yeah. What do you think about the Lee Sin pick? As I said, Lee Sin's still seeing play before the buff. He's still going to see play.
Yeah,
I
he's-
don't like Lee Sin play at all, but...
I like Lee Sin into Evelyn. If you fight the Evelyn does nothing to you.
Mm.
Like, you can invade her, and this is China, guys. They invade. It's a thing.
They invade and they do barons, and that's about all they do.
Yeah, that's about China. And then they have low scoring games and run away from objectives. But yeah, the fact that they won with Rise doing nothing is just a testament to how this game went for LGD.
Yeah, it is.
I have some final comments after we talk about the full series about what I think about LDG.
Okay, well, we'll go on to game 2, which is... Once again, there's no real big... They haven't really tried to ban Clear Love, which has been a strategy lately. Teams have really tried to get on top of Clear Love. LGD didn't do it like this. LGD, have a look at it. They let Clear Love...
It's so funny.
Clear Love was unbeaten on Lee Sin to this day. No, he was unbeaten on Lee Sin this year, and something like 41-9. You have to ask Frost Guerin. She's a big EDG fangirl. But it's a lot of wins, and it's undefeated this year on Lee Sin. And
So let's just talk about their comp. So they picked Na instead of Lulu, but then
Yeah.
they take the mid jungle shell of EDG's comp last game, and this is where it's so demoralizing for EDG. Like they're like, oh, we're going to take your 2 main champions and put them into our comp, and then we've Cogmore and Alistar again, and yeah, we're just going to kill you, and that's what they did.
yeah.
Except this game, it was more like the Imp show instead of the Godv show, because Godv died a lot.
Yeah, Imp, it's always a show when you've got Imp. He's amazing.
Yeah, and like they had Rise, LeBlanc, Lee Sin, Corki, and Braum, which all have movement abilities to get into or onto fights.
EDG's
And-
mid game is insane.
They
and,
just
and
didn't.
they've lost
They
in
just
the mid game.
they just didn't get killed. They just didn't kill Imp enough, and they just got killed by it.
They've legit lost to a late game comp as a mid game comp in the mid game.
Yeah.
Like I don't like right then. That's the win where you go. EDG aren't going to be able to do this.
I'll also point out once again, Acorn did not much. This is a trend, ladies and gentlemen. This is a trend.
And now in this one, they 0 bans at Clear Love. If you have a look at the start,
Oh, maybe the Olaf. Like
there's
maybe.
there's 2
Like,
jungle
is a-
bans at the start, and then the next time there could be 2, and then the next one there's just nothing. Clear Love gets his Gragas, so he's lost on Lee Sin, he's lost on Gragas. He's not the best jungler in the world, guys. Spoiler alert, he's not very good. He's just a non-dying piece of shit with very good lanes, but
So interesting pick out of all this was Vi.
Vi for, yeah, LGD.
And then it was second rotation, which was weird. But I don't know. It was good, it worked.
Yeah.
And Godv was aggressive, and Acorn was just like running around being a second support. And as you can tell by he has the exact same score as PYL 0114. So they literally just played support each other, and Kalista just went big. Because it's Imp, man. Imp probably best AD carry in the world right now. You can't argue it. Beat
I'm
Def
not gonna
3
argue
games
it.
in a row. Like, Def was called the best AD carry in the world, but when you get beaten 3 times in a row and get beaten at Worlds last year, like, is he really the best AD carry in the world? Demo?
Probably.
No.
But I'm a big fan of them both. But I think for the majority of the year, Def's been better. But at the moment, Imp's way better. Imp it ain't easy. He's a freak.
Man, he is
Literal
great.
freak of
Imp
nature.
ain't easy.
He's been up for 3.5. He's been top 2 to 3 AD carries in the world for 3 to 3.5 consecutive years. That's bordering on miraculous.
Hey man, but he wasn't the Season 2 MVP, Chaos!
Chaos was never an MVP of anything. Let's make that perfectly clear, and we will not give Chaos any credit at all. Fucking hell. One thing I do want to talk about is the first pick Cogmore. It seems like a bit of, just seems like genuine tilt.
Yeah, it is. They're just like, oh, they beat us with our comp, let's beat them with their comp. And they didn't, and EDG banned Alistar away, and then they're like, oh, the power in the comp isn't there because we picked Janna. And I don't get the Janna in the Gragas. It's like so much anti-synergy, it's crazy, it makes me vomit. So, because we're having our final thoughts on this series at the moment, I'm going to explain to you what this means for China. So, EDG currently have to go through a gauntlet to
Oh, no,
qualify.
no.
No?
I've got all that up.
Oh, you got all that? Okay.
So we'll do it
But,
later.
but I will do my speech.
Okay.
So, this is why LDG are going to win Worlds. So, because they beat EDG in a 3-0 sweep, they were the MSI champs, and they didn't even use their top lane sub, Flame. Flame was once the best top laner in Korea, probably still is.
He was the best top laner in the world for a long time.
A long time.
And there's very little evidence that a lot of people, especially in the West, he's got a huge... The West can't understand why he's not playing.
Yeah.
Maybe
And,
maybe China's got the answer, but...
So, in Season 3, when Samsung Galaxy went to Worlds, they had a top lane pick that they never used in OGN, that they just used in scrims and kept quiet, and that was Looper. Now, we know Looper is one of the best top laners in the world at the moment.
that.
He's in the top 15.
Top 15 I'll cop. I'll cop top
Yeah,
15.
you're top, yeah, okay. I'm not saying he's one of the best, like that, I mean, he's like in that best range, he's in the, like, top 15, top 20 players.
He's better than Hom. He's better than Hom.
Yeah.
He's better than Hom.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
yeah, they're gonna put him into the hyperbolic scrim chamber, and when Worlds comes around, they'll release the flame, and they'll just like at the start of each game scream "flame on" and then kill everyone.
Yeah, I don't think they'll win Worlds, but I think they're obviously the favourite for second.
Okay. Yeah, TSM first though.
TSM are always first in this podcast.
Yeah.
We'll go on to the preview actually. Do we care about third place? Not overly.
Not yet. That's like next week.
It's all next week, is it?
third place is, yeah.
Nah, the third place
Oh,
is
third place
Sunday.
GAN. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I thought you meant third place and then going to Worlds. My bad.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Third place match.
Do we
Team Liquid.
care? The question
Well,
is, do we care?
We won't go into it, but we might as well just say who we think's gonna win.
Okay, well, I think they're both utter shit. I'm fucked off at Liquid, but Liquid will win this because, as you'll see by the world bracket that we'll go into, it's this a very important game for Worlds.
Yeah, I hope TIP win just so CLG qualify on points. That's what I hope. I hope CLG comes second and TSM go to Worlds with first seed, CLG go to Worlds with second seed, and C9 go to Worlds for the gauntlet.
Wait, you're always jumping the gun with these gauntlets. Ah, fuck, my fucking camera's blurry. Professional as. No, we're not bringing Chaos back. Chaos is not allowed to be mentioned. Now, because we're not interested in the third place match, because we don't give a fuck about the second loser. Who's gonna be the first loser, mate?
Who do you mean the first loser?
Well, who's gonna be the first loser, mate?
I don't get what you mean by who's gonna be the first loser, mate.
Is TSM or Counterlogic Gaming going to lose? We're talk because I want them both to lose equally. We're talking about this game in terms of who's gonna lose, and it's NA. They're all bad.
Well, I just want
they
to.
don't finish games.
I honestly just want to see if Dyrus can play against Zion. That's what I'm really interested in. Because like against everyone else, he's just played Zion champs, and then like the occasional Dyrus champ, which is just casual gamers.
So this is your only interesting top lane matchup.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Pobelta is worse than Bjergsen in mid. I think that Xmith is worse than Santorin in jungle.
No. Well, when there's one flaming pile of turd over here, and there's one flaming pile of turd over here, you don't give a fuck which pile of turd you've got, mate.
Santorin is the better pile of turd. It's more shiny, doesn't smell as much.
Nah. I prefer Smithy. Big Smithy fan.
Nah,
At least
can't
at some
can't hit a
stage he was
Sedgel to
good.
save
At
his
least
life.
at some stage he was good. There's a time in your life you go to me, I want X-Smithy, and I'm like, good son, get X-Smithy. But for Santorin, I'm like, when they got him, I'm like, he's shit. Then, and everyone's talking him up, I'm like, are you actually watching the games? He's still shit. Now, guess what? We come to the end, he's still shit. X-Smithy's gonna go vintage on him.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't want X special to go to World.
As I said, Farmer, it is the battle of the piece of shit. There's the steaming pile on one side, the steaming pile on the other, and
I think bottom lane is favoured towards CLG, but Lust Boy kind of like protects Turtle from getting fucked.
they're gonna have to lane swap. They're gonna have to lane swap.
TSM play level 1 better than CLG.
Nah, they're gonna have to lane swap.
TSM play level 1 better than CLG. CLG's always had terrible level 1.
But in all honesty, now I'm convinced that Pobelta's not going to choke. I actually don't think he's a too bad a matchup for Bjergsen. Like,
Nah,
Bjergsen's way better, but Pobelta will sit back, he'll get his farm, he won't go all Bjergsen. Because when Bjergsen's a bit outmatched, he tends to just die continuously. But
we're going to get Chaos on the show, Demo.
Do I pretend to like him? Nah, I'm joking. I will. Have never got. They're not going to win Worlds.
Nah. No, you can't say they never got past quarters, man. They got the Worlds in Season 1, they got the Worlds in Season 2.
I was thinking no, so CLG didn't go. I don't think they've been to Worlds.
They've been to Worlds, they went to Worlds in Season 1 because they prepared
did.
only one strat They only prepared for blue side, and then they got on purple side. They lost the coin toss and blamed the whole series on George. Oh wait, no, that was season 2 Worlds.
Nah, season 2 Worlds was good as because they ran triple teleport.
Yeah, that was sick. Oh, yeah. I remember Afro Moo like teleporting into the base, like. Fuck man,
Hot
those
shot,
are the days.
GG. Anyways, I miss that CLG team, but I never really want them to win anything. I'm just not interested in it. I don't want
I miss
TSM to win
CLG when
either.
they had Hotshot GG top, and then they had Chowster ADC, Element Supports, and Vicious, and Big Fat GG.
Fucking hell, that was a while ago. So in all honesty, do you think the bottom, if it's Counter Logic Gaming, they're going to want a 2-on-2 lane? Do you think Last Boy and Turtle can do anything to double lift? And Afro Moo? Do you reckon I can outlane double lift?
No. Not a double lift and Afro Moo together.
Oh, I'm not sure they could just outlane double lift.
They could outlane a double lift. It's by himself.
Maybe-
Double lift would get cocky and call Wild Turtle trash and all chat, and then Last Boy would kill him for BM. And then he would spam this emote in chat. One sec. I've got Last Boy emotes here somewhere.
Fucking hell.
There we go. Check those emotes out.
Team sucks. I actually don't really have a lot to say about this game. I think it's
It's too hard to predict. You can't really say anything. Like it's just like the game that we wanted to see. It was like the optimum strategy.
I'm really hyped for this game, and I don't give a fuck about who wins. I just want to
No, I don't
watch
care
the
either.
rivalry.
Yeah.
I think NA might struggle to win a game at Worlds. I've called it now. They might beat a wild card if they're lucky, enough to get drawn in one. But even then, they might not beat Brazil. Nah, they'll beat Brazil.
Nah,
Okay.
they'll beat Chiefs though.
Hopefully they beat Chiefs. I'd fucking love for them to beat Chiefs. That
Remember when
means
Chiefs
are
nearly
there.
beat a Subaru Blaze? Those were the days.
Oh, I remember when I had a lead about 20 minutes on Flame. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
boy.
that was great.
Now we'll go to another boring region. The final, yeah.
All right, game 1, Fnatic.
No,
All right,
wait, no, wait. We'll talk about the hype. The hype around this game is so big and so good. I'm watching it for the hype, for the fan, for the storylines. It's either going to be the Team Solo mid way return to grace, or the Counter Logic Gaming broke the drought.
Hashtag Golden Age.
They've never. I would regret the players that good have never won anything, except for the fact I like the fact they haven't. I really do. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I support. I'll tweet out who I'm supporting after game 1 because then I'll know. But at the moment, I've got
Okay.
no idea.
Yeah.
We'll go to another boring final, which is Fnatic versus Origin.
Yeah, Fnatic win. Okay, let's go to next one.
Do they lose the game?
No. 24 and 0, the dream.
Fair enough.
No, in all fairness, I think Origin can take a game from them, but I don't see them taking a series.
Now the third place playoff is the most interesting game of the lot.
Yeah. H2K versus Rokato.
Unicorns of love, mate.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
My bad.
You really screwed that up.
Yeah.
Now, if Fnatic win, the winner of this goes to Worlds.
Yes.
So what do you mean?
What do you mean? Fnatic already go to Worlds. They're the same as...
No. But if Origin win, Origin and Fnatic go to Worlds.
Okay, yeah. It's the
If
same in
Fnatic
Counter-Logic.
win-
It's the same as CLG and TSM.
Yeah. So Origin will have to go through the gauntlet if Fnatic win.
Yeah, they'll have to because they won't have the points.
Yeah. So, and Unicorns of Love or H2K should the winner
I
of
hope
that game.
I hope
should be
it's
going to Worlds.
H2K for the hope of Europe.
Yeah, I really like H2K. I think except for Ryu, who should be Forbidden. I'm fucked off still that Forbidden left, but they're a homegrown challenger squad, and they've all developed together. They've done really well. Odenomne. I can never fucking say that name. The top lane is really solid.
Yeah, I agree.
I've
I think
really
H2K
enjoyed
win.
Tajanan's steep slope up.
I agree.
So-
I agree.
Do you reckon they've scrimmed with Horo though? Do you reckon
Yeah.
they've scrimmed Unicorns Love with Horo?
I don't know.
Odd
No,
Wom,
I don't
mate.
doubt it.
Thanks, mate.
Probably. I mean, I doubt they haven't played them 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, you'd expect H2K to be scrimming Origin and Fnatic, and Unicorns Love to be scrimming Origin and Fnatic at the
Yeah.
moment, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, it's the finals, then... I guess it's CLG versus TSM, but there's not really much to analyse, like...
Yeah, there's just
They're
not
sort of
like
all
it's-
known quantities.
We've talked about it all before in the show.
Yeah, do you reckon that's the problem?
Yeah, I think we've gone in too much depth.
Oh. Now, the gauntlets. North America.
Well, we can't really talk about the gauntlets yet because we don't have the guaranteed. Like next week when we do talk about it, we'll have the guaranteed gauntlet. So how all the best of 5s go.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it next
but
week.
we will go how the placement games will affect who qualifies.
Yeah.
Now, the winner of CLG TSM will go to Worlds. We will see one of them go to Worlds.
Yeah.
If TSM wins, so TSM will just go through if CLG wins. If TSM wins,
They get first seed.
Team Liquid or CLG are likely to be the team to go through.
So if Team Liquid wins the best of 5 against Team Impulse, they qualify if CLG loses. If CLG loses but Team Liquid also loses, Team Liquid becomes the 3rd place team in points, and they only have to play 1 game in the gauntlet to, like 1 best of 5 in the gauntlet to qualify. But CLG would qualify on points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. So, and then we'll move on to Europe. We're just about done. We've still got questions. So, for Fnatic's through. If Origin beat them, Origin are through. If Origin don't beat them, the winner of H2K and UOL's through. That one's pretty simple as well.
Yeah.
Now, China. China's got the full gauntlet that we'll talk about. I reckon it could start. Hopefully doesn't start soon.
Yeah. Even so, it won't
But
be the important.
LGD's qualified. Everyone else is going into a bracket stage. That's all you need to know. They've got 2 gauntlet spots, not 1.
Yeah.
Then we'll go to Korea,
Mhm.
where SKT has qualified for Worlds on points.
Yeah.
And the split winner qualifies for Worlds.
Yeah.
We're actually miles off even knowing who's in the final. So,
Yeah.
apart from
Korea's a long way.
SKT going to Worlds, and the points being... The points are that Ku's likely from here to have the 2nd spot.
Yeah.
Ku's
they-
likely to be guaranteed
Right.
Worlds. And let's be honest, no one else apart from KT really deserves. So it'll be SKT, Ku, and KT. The rest is shit. And then that's just the international wild cards. So
Which we still are waiting on.
yeah,
games
we'll
start
actually
next
have a
week.
full preview next week for you.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Where we're only going to do the one that concern the Chiefs, because quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about who wins the other one.
No, I don't either. Doesn't matter. We don't have to play against them, so. Hashtag Australia.
If you wanted a fair and reasonable show, you've come to the wrong one.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say, or do you want to see if any of these people have
I
questions?
just asked in chat if there's any last questions.
Sweet. I would like questions times to be longer and for us to have
Yeah, but
questions.
we need to have more
understand
questions.
with I think there's 6 people watching. Last time I checked, it can be hard to get questions, especially when one of them's I'm talking with.
Yeah. I don't think there will be any questions. They've already been asked.
Yeah, I really like Farmer. Don't know who he is. I think he's your friend, is he?
Yeah.
He keeps us on our toes. Thanks everyone who visited. Ancient AE, some bloke that Lauren got sent. Georgie Lazadiris, who I play football with.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so check it out. If you missed any parts of the stream, make sure you check it out on the YouTube channel.
Yep. I'll be uploading it to our YouTube channel. Why are they buffing TK so hard?
Because people think he's bad when he's not. End period.
Who's that?
That's it. Time Kench.
Oh.
No one has committed time long enough to play him. He's like Bard. He's just a ticking time bomb.
Hey.
They're just
Darian's
Yes.
been
No,
winning with
I meant in a
Kench.
support role.
YouTube is in the. It should be in my profile underneath.
I meant
is
in a
it?
support role, not in a top lane
Oh,
role.
okay. Oh, I think he's going to settle down as support, to be honest, because...
The new items will help him as well, and I think he'll be in a good spot.
Yeah,
after this patch.
down the bottom under the stream is my YouTube link. You'll just have to copy it.
Yeah.
Just so you know. It's only got a couple of videos plus the podcast. There's a couple funny of me. There's a couple funny ones of me trying to cast. If you want to see them,
I'm not there.
yeah, you're missing
Yeah.
out if
You can
don't
see
watch it,
Damo's other content.
which is fuck all. I like it. Try and follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to get Twitter followers, as every moron in anything is. Thanks for the questions. Thanks very much for watching.
See you later.
I'll just mod bloody Farmer. Do some games. Yeah, actually. Actually, yeah, we can have normal games and stuff. Like, it's a bit harder for me to stream up League, because I've got an Arc server here. I'll probably have to take that down. And I don't
Yeah,
get
well, he
really
said
low
another
ping.
time.
But,
So-
but we will do it. I'll talk
Yeah,
to
well-
my girlfriend and we'll take the... And we'll have to get the Arc server to come down.
Yeah. But it'll happen. Like one time.
Yeah, definitely will. I'm trying to stream more. I might even stream Arc now. Why not?
Alright, you do that, and then...
I'm joking.
No, or even if you were, we could just talk about the podcast tomorrow if you needed to.
No, it's okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll end the stream now. Thank you.
Goodbye.